So in example 2 of section 8.4, we're asked to find angle measures. And in this particular problem, we're asked to find the measure of EHF. Now, so if we look at this here, the measure of angle EHF, we could have written that as the measure of angle EHF, like so. Okay, that's what we're actually looking for. So EHF, so we're going to start at point E, we go to point H, and then we go up to F. And so we're talking about that angle there in red. So it's already currently highlighted as 2x. So what we want to know is we want to know from here to here what that angle measure is. Now, what you hopefully will see here is that from E to G, we have a straight line. And so this straight line is going to equate to 180 degrees. Now, one thing to also that I hope that you realize is that EHF, this angle, is going to be supplementary to angle FHG. When we go from those points, if we were to add that angle, we would have a straight line or 180 degrees. So when we look at this here, we can say that the measure of angle EHF plus the measure of angle FHG should be equal to 180 degrees. So typically when we're solving problems like this, we'll use supplementary angles being 180 or we'll use complementary angles being 90. We use that quite often in trying to solve these types of problems. So with this one, we have a supplementary angle. So we have EHF, which is already denoted as 2x. So I'm going to replace that with 2x plus the measure of angle FHG, which if we draw that in there, we go from F to H and then over to G. That angle is going to be a 48 degree angle. So we're going to say plus 48 degrees should equal 180 degrees. Now, from here, all we need to do is we need to isolate our term that contains that variable x, which is this 2x. So I need to isolate that on the left-hand side of my equals. So I need to get rid of this plus 48. So to do that, I'm going to do an inverse operation of subtracting 48 degrees. Now, what I do on the left-hand side of my equals, I have to do on the right as well. So I'm going to subtract 48 degrees here as well. The 48 degrees are going to cancel each other out. It's going to leave me with 2x, and that's going to be equal to this 180 minus 48. So I'm going to go over here to the side. I'm going to take 180 minus 48. 0 minus 8, I can't do it, so I'm going to borrow 1 from the 8, make this a 7, carry that 1 over and make that 0, 10. 10 minus 8 is going to give me 2. 7 minus 4 is going to give me 3. Then I have a 1. So when I take 180 minus 48 degrees, I'm going to have 132 degrees. Now, from here, we have 2x is equal to 132 degrees. We don't want to know about 2x. We want to know about 1x. So I need to get rid of this coefficient of 2 that's in front of this variable x. So 2x means the same thing as 2 times x. So I'm going to do an inverse operation. I'm going to do the opposite multiplication. So I'm going to divide this by what I'm looking to get rid of, which in this case is 2. Now, if I divide the left-hand side term by 2, that means I need to divide the term on the right by 2 as well. So 2x divided by 2 is going to give me x. And then I'm going to be taking 132 divided by 2. So I go over here to the side. I take 132 divided by 2. 2 won't go into 1, but 2 will go into 13 6 times. So 2 times 6 is going to give me 12. When I take 13 minus 12, I get 1. And then after I subtract it, I automatically bring down my next number. So I bring down that 2. And then 2 goes into 12 6 times. So 2 times 6 gives me 12. 12 minus 12 gives me 0. So when I take 132 divided by 2, I get 66. So in this example, we see that x is equal to 66. Now, from here, we want to know the measure of this angle. So I'm going to have to go back and multiply this by 2 again. And so the measure of angle EHF is going to be equal to 2x, which is going to be 2 times 66, which in this case is going to be 132. So the measure of angle EHF is going to be 132 degrees.